We all start in the exact same room, sitting at heavy wooden desks, waiting for the bell to ring, learning to chant the answers in perfect unison. We memorize the rules of reality, repeating that 1 times 0 equals 0, accepting that anything multiplying by nothing simply vanishes. But what if those absolute laws of arithmetic were never laws at all, but quiet agreements made by men? What we treat as the sacred architecture of reality is actually a patchwork system, stitched together over centuries of trial and error by ancient empires to track their stars and build their monuments. And that system follows us straight out of the math book and onto the exam paper, quietly teaching a completely different lesson. It's a hidden curriculum where curiosity is penalized as disruption, the teacher's authority is unquestionable, and survival means guessing exactly what the examiner wants you to say. We stop seeking wisdom and start seeking the right marks, trading a reverence for truth for a paralyzing fear of failing the system. That architecture of compliance doesn't end at graduation. It runs silently beneath our digital feeds, our science, and our politics. And history shows a very clear pattern for anyone who dares to look at the settled facts of their era and ask why. The system pushes back with brutal force, silencing the philosophers who question the state and excommunicating the monks who challenge the church. These dissenters weren't punished for being wrong. They were crushed because their questions threatened the tidy, comfortable order that kept the powerful in control. Today, the punishments look different, but the reflex to exile anyone who disrupts the narrative remains exactly the same. We live in a world where scientific certainties rewrite themselves every decade, where political truth bends to whoever holds the microphone, and where cultural morality shifts like sand. Yet we are demanded to bow down and pledge allegiance to these fragile, human-made facts as if they were unshakable. As long as we are drowning in that endless noise, we are being quietly trained to ignore the only reality that actually lasts. So why do we anchor our lives to a consensus that changes with the wind? The books get rewritten, the leaders fall, the equations are erased. It is time to stop mistaking a temporary tool for an eternal, sacred truth. You can keep surviving in the comfortable blur of conformity, or you can step entirely outside the system to find ground that will not shake. Discover Trapped in the Matrix, When Facts Blur but Truth Remains, by Shelton Munyaradzi Kagande. Get your copy on Amazon today and start asking the dangerous questions the world wants you to ignore.